Do not post your referral code in the comment section below. Doing so will result in 1,000 camel spiders infecting your underwear drawer. Thank you. Hey guys, Jaybo785 coming to you today with some info on the Holy Wars Feast in Hell event, how our order did, and the upcoming event, the Castle in the Sky, or whatever the hell it's called. So, one thing that I noticed about this Holy Wars is the difficulty seemed to be amped up quite a bit. Now, that may be because they finally kind of fixed the pairing system, or maybe it's even jacked up more. But one thing our order really ran into difficulty is we were running into defense decks where people were running 5 SSR cards. Now, an SR card running at 150 as the cheapest, up to 400 per, is basically, we were running up against decks where people were running decks worth $2,000. And then we were running up against cards where people were running SSR or legendary cards like Medusas and, God, I forget the name of that Dragon God card, which is like one of the best ones. We're simply, no matter what we did, we could not bust through them. Okay? Now, that's good. That's good on their part, but what we were running into, we were running into orders where they had this one impenetrable defense leader, and everybody else in their order was ranked like level 80, okay? Or on the other hand, we were running into orders that we could actually beat, and I was getting 69 Holy War points fighting a level 150 that had a defense deck with like over 200 defense points. And it's just like, why am I not getting the amount of defense, or why am I not getting the amount of Holy War points that I should be getting, So, to just put it simply, we just were not able to compete competitively because there was some type of flaw in the system. We were also running into orders where everybody was inactive in that order except for like 3 people that ran up like 20,000 points in one game per person. Now, were they cheating? Most likely not. I mean, that is actually possible to do, but it makes you wonder, where the hell are these guys getting the money to do that unless they're actually spending real-life money on HP? Because the way this war was set up, and the big complaint of of our order, I don't like to say my order because we have an amazing group of people, and they all contributed to this war, was where the hell are they getting that HP? Because we're all completely tapped out unless you're spending that amount of money. And if you spend a little bit of money on the game, that's not a problem. I personally don't, and I don't support spending money on the Rage of Bahamut game until they fix a lot of their problems, is when you're each spending 30 HP per, that means that your order is spending almost $100 worth of merchandise per game. Okay? So, that's where my issue is coming in, is how do we compete against people that are running $2,000 defense decks, $6,000 defense decks, which I say 1 HP is $1, and we did run into decks like that, and people that are spending 100 HP or more per game. So, that being said, I hope that you kind of understand where I'm coming from when I say this is why our order did not do the best this time. Which we have an amazing order, and other than just running into a few mistakes, 2 of our really big hitters, one was not able to log on until literally the last 4 hours of the war, and another one, his phone broke. So, that kind of threw us off, but pretty much all our order members were active this game. So, my individual ranking, I didn't do that great. Like I said, I just could not get any points for the amount of damage I was doing. So our order, I think we came in about 700th place. So we're each going to get a high rare pack, which is actually decent. And the Shield Angel, which, bringing it up, it doesn't really have the stats out on it. It's high rare Shield Angel for God card. I'm going to guess it's a defense-oriented card. As you can see, base attack, pretty low base defense, higher than the attack, so a defense god card. And hopefully that will bring down the price of those Asperaras or whatever, however you say that name, which are around like 50, 60 per. And of course, this website never really has the special ability. I'm guessing it's going to be a big boost to God defense or something of that sort. But don't quote me on that. It could be like a horrible pop star type effect where it's just a big boost to all, like a Guinevere version of God card. God help us if it is that way. But that's what I'm going to get. One of the orders, or sorry, let's go ahead and go to individual ranking. Like I said, I could not get freaking points on this game. And as you see, there's such a huge ass gap between 2,000 and 10,000. 10,000, if you participate and spend a decent amount of HP, you're definitely going to come to the top 10,000. To make the top 2,000, you've got to spend an ungodly amount of HP, be getting like 300 goddamn points per hit, which that was another thing, is we had a guy, amazing attack deck, not really great defense deck, only level 102, and he was giving out 300 points per attack. So I even asked him, I contacted like 5 of the order members that we actually ended up beating. I'm like, how many points were you getting for attacking me? How many points were you getting for attacking this guy? And they're like, oh, we were getting about 250 off of you, which I have a decent defense deck, finally. And people have always asked me, and I'm sorry I'm getting off topic here, what are you running defense-wise? I finally have 3 paladins, skill level 6, skill level 5, skill level 4, and then 2 captains, which is a 4-6 and a 4-5, okay? The 4-5 is 100 defense less than the 4-6 or something like that. So, not the best defense deck in the world, but pretty damn good. Something I'm actually proud of, considering how bad it was for how long I had it. Attack-wise, my attack deck does need some work. Right now, what I'm running is I'm running a Sector, which is a 4-6, skill level 3, 2 8-15 Lucy's, which skill level 3 and skill level 2. So, alright, I could definitely find something better, especially since I'm Man Realm. And then an 8-15 Axe Master and a 4-6 Axe Master. So 17,100 attack and then 16,500 attack in the 4th and 5th slot, so really who gives a shit about those cards' effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 2-4-6 High Alchemist, which then boosts it up to 17,400, replace those with the Lucy's, sell off the Lucy's, and then that will boost my deck's attack by 8,000 points, and then will definitely give me some much better and much needed skill effects. So, that's what I'm working with. And, you know, for never spending a dime on this game, I think I'm actually doing pretty damn good. So, individual ranking, I'm going to get a Shield Angel. I'll probably trade that off, hopefully going for some type of man card. Order Victory Reward. Now, this really pissed me off because I know our order is better than this. You know, I have a lot of faith in our order, and really, for our placement, it was nobody's fault. And I know our order's taking it pretty hard. Honestly, nobody's fault. We just got dicked on our placement against certain people. And really, I really don't think any orders that we were going up against were cheating. It's just, we were simply put up and matched against people we could not compete with, you know? And I actually felt really bad because there was about 3 to 4 people in our order that were spending a ton of HP, and I really would have liked to see them get at least the bronze reward, and we didn't make it. Last 5 hours into this campaign, I was constantly declaring war, trying to win us some events, and we couldn't get through the defense leader. Or where you're going up against people that were spending 90 HP, so we couldn't compete HP-wise, you know? And so we didn't even make the bronze reward, which really sucked because that would have been at least a Shield Angel. And I really thought that we should have at least taken the silver reward, if not the gold reward this event. And we just couldn't do it, guys. So, gold reward would have been a Dark Angel Olivia, which really, the way the game's going, who gives a crap? It's basically the same comparison of a High Alchemist, so it's like a 7 HP card, but it's going to be an SSR rarity by the end of this thing, so Yeah, it's kind of like a stronger Lucy. Whoopty shit. You're gonna find something better to. By the time they finally make it so that you can get four of these things to do a 4-6, you're gonna find something better to put in your deck, especially if you're able to win these at two at a time or whatever. You've already have something better in your deck. One question I get a lot of is, will we be able to trade these off? When it's a 4-6 Evo, maybe. It really depends on the Rage of Bahamut staff. They might not want a whole bunch of 4-6s of these flooding the market. And honestly, guys, this is a card that I wouldn't pick up for the amount of HP that they're going to demand at first, because look at the 815 Lucy's. Used to be a pretty expensive card, used to be one of the best cards on the market for its price, and now my 815 Lucy is 45 HP on the Bazaar. And for the amount of time, amount of effort, and amount of skilled high normals I put into it, yeah, screw that, okay? Of course, 2 Shield Angels, Dark Olivia, 1 Shield. And I really wish that I could have gotten this for our order. Just couldn't make it happen. It was like, God, late at night. It would have been like 3 or 4 in the morning for a lot of our order members. Could not get the Shield Angel. So, that being said, this Holy Wars didn't do that great. Not a lot we could have done to make that change. Individual ranking, I'm getting like a Legend Card pack and the Demonic Slave, which it'll probably be the same as a Skull Rider, most likely. I don't know its effect. I don't really care. Okay, so the new event is Mysterious Fairy Castle in the Sky. Wow, okay, that's a mouthful. And honestly, guys, just taking a look through this and, you know, just looking at this and seeing the treasure sets and everything else like that, this is most likely going to play out the exact same way as Tears of the Moon event. So if you want to know more details on that, watch my older video. But it's basically, you're going to use a crap ton of Cure Water to get up through this. At like level 50, you get a rare card, which will likely be this little booger down here. And at level 100, you'll get another rare card. So like the Gold Fox in the last event, you're going to have 2 different treasure sets. So make sure that you got some magic circles to protect these things, because God, I know it was hard as hell to hang on to them. And let's see, what else? You're not going to take top 1,000 in this event, which is kind of ridiculous, because that's about the only good rewards that they have, is Mystic Fairy. That's a decent reward, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but this Fusion and stuff like that, you're not going to take these rewards. The last one that I remember is the number 1 player was spending something like 100+ Cure Water per day, which they had like 800 stamina, and so that basically means I'm gonna have to spend 300 Cure Waters a day to even compete with it. And the way they were doing it to be able to use that mini Cure Water a day is they couldn't go through all the emotes. It was just spawning the back and forth button. So, do I recommend that you do that? No, because the animation sequences of, oh, more tears are falling, and that kind of thing, which, guys, I went up to wave 213, which is a god-awful amount of Cure Water that I spent on that event. And, my buddy Tim, he played it too. He made it up to wave 100 and, like, 2 or 3. Between me, him, and a lot of our older members, I got the Tier 3 Moon event to go off 3 times. He got it to go off once. And, they're like, oh, you can get a Devil Queen and blah, 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 and all these other good cards. Blah, 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 blah. I got, like, 15 personal holy powders, okay? So, trading-wise, jack shit. I ended up using them on the Puppet event, and, you saw what that gave us. And he got, I think, a gold dragon. So, honestly, I came out a lot better than he did. So, don't waste a crap ton of stuff on this, because honestly, unless you're gonna spend 500 plus cure water on this event, you're not gonna take a really good place. Okay, so I mean, even check this out. This has got to be the individual ranking. Top 10,000, top 5,000, you're going to get Angel Queen, a Gold Dragon, and Cure Water. So unless you take top 5,000, so let's see what this Mysterious Fairy, I think it's a big defense boost to all. It has this card's effect. Don't quote me on it for sure. It's a high rare, I believe, and I think it's a big defense bonus to all. So I really think that those overpriced God defense cards, so they're trying to kind of wean out that price on that. Let's see if they have this card's effect up. Nope, no special ability. It's yeah. Basically, the attack and the base defense are roughly the same. So honestly, it's probably not that good of a card. And one thing they're saying is, oh, you're going to have to compete as an order for this one. So maybe it's a little bit different than the Tears of the Moon effect, but probably they're just going to give you an order award like they did last time, where they add up everybody's levels and subtract it by whatever. And, you know, if the planets align just right, you might win a decent prize. So, guys, that's the review on the new event that's coming out. That's the review on the old event that's coming out. One thing that I really hope that they change is I hope that they can make it so that the playing ground is more level and compatible. They're getting really stringent on the rewards that they're giving out. This event, unless you took like the top 1,000, the rewards were jack shit, you know. Unless you took, you know, at least 25 wins, the rewards were jack. So that's one thing that I've noticed is the rewards used to be much more abundant, copious, you know, and there's just no, they're just really getting money hungry. Like, how many days did they give us between the Puppet Master event and this event? None. So, guys, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is make sure that you got plenty of cure water for this upcoming event, and make sure that you have a couple HP to fight off the bosses or whatever they're going to be throwing at you. So, guys, I hope that you've liked the review. Remember, if you have an extra device and an extra account laying around, please use my referral code RUM26800. That gets you a free rare card and 2 rubies, and does the same for me. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get back to you on those. If you have any other questions, you can feel free to message me in-game. Jaybo785 is my username. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a wonderful day.